Just to recap, guys, yesterday we looked at the top damage games done by American tanks this patch, and the results showed T110E5 on top. We watched that game yesterday. It was just a beautiful game. Yesterday's video, check that out. Amazing game there. Second highest damage game, AE Phase 1. We're going to watch that today. A couple more T110E5, T110E3, T110E5, T110E5, T110E4, T110E4, and T110E3. The American tech tree top damage games dominated equally, I think, by heavy tanks and tank destroyers. Top damage blocked games by armor on the American tech tree dominated by tank destroyers. The American tech tree dominated by tank destroyers, I would say, as opposed to the German tech tree being dominated in results, damage blocked by heavy tanks, damage done by medium tanks. The Russian tech tree dominated in almost all categories, damage blocked and damage done by heavy tanks. Mainly heavy reward tanks. All the best games on the Russian, when we look at the Russian tech tree, were Object 2719, Object 907, Object 2790. And what we've done, or what I've done, is shown the top two games of damage done for each nation. We're on USA here. This is part 2. And I've been showing just tech tree tanks. This is not a tech tree tank. This is the AE Phase 1, which is a reward tank. And I wanted to show it because, and let's just give a shout out here to the player. I can't say your name, buddy. I'll just call you K3 from the Pogu clan. It's going to show us an amazing game in his AE Phase 1. Why am I showing you this game? Because, well, hey, it's a tier 9, and it finished with the second highest damage done, beating out lots of tier 10s, tank destroyers, and basically all the other American tanks. And this is a tank that anyone can get. And a lot of you are in the middle of, you've played front lines, you're starting to play Steel Hunter, and you're collecting those tokens. I think this is how it works. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's just taking, he's already spamming heat like a motherfucker, which is, this is also a common thing in all these games we've watched. Like right through this. You're side scraping lover? Well, I've pressed 2, so screw you. Some of you might be thinking, well, once I get 12 tokens playing Steel Hunter and Frontline, I get to pick a reward tank. You can pick the Char Futur, you can pick the Object 777, or this one, the AE Phase 1. And I guess I'm showing you this one because I'm gonna make the comment that this is a solid tank. When we looked at the top damage results for just tier 9s on the American tech tree, not comparing to all nations, just for American tanks, this thing dominated. There was no M103 in those top results. There was no tech tree heavy. There's no American tech tree heavy tank. Listen to this comment. There is no American tech tree heavy tank that you can grind in the top 10 damage blocked by armor games for just American tanks. Dominated by tank destroyers, T110E3 and T95, which is understandable. 2 American heavy tanks were in the top 10 damage block results. Not the T110E5 or the M103. The Chrysler or the Mutant, they were in there. Unbelievable. And that's not just tier for tier, that's total damage blocked by armor. Watch yesterday's video, it's a little bit revealed. We're learning some things that were not intuitive about how the different lines and the flavors of the different lines here. We've done Russia, Germany, and now we're doing US. And now we're going to enjoy this game by K3 here, playing his Phase 1. And he's in the perfect spot here. He's behind rubble. He's really only showing his turret. The one thing I really like about this tank, I'm going to get it. I got 12 tokens. That guy over-angled a bit and he put a shot into him. I received 12 tokens for playing frontline, and I chose the Char Futur because I'm just a glutton for punishment. Char Futur is a beautiful tank, completely different playstyle than this. I'm going to get 12 more tokens playing Steel Hunter, and I'm going to choose this as my next reward. One of the things I really like about it is When you're talking about American heavy tanks, it's all about the Tuma. It's not a Tuma. This tank does not have the Tuma that most of the other American tanks have. You see that it has a little Tuma, not like the T-125 that has a big Tuma. And he's using his Tuma. I promise not to say Tuma anymore. He's using it correctly. Well, he's spamming heat like a motherfucker, so he can just go through any armor he wants. That's one thing he's doing correctly. And the cupola on this tank is on the right side of the top of the turret. Put another shot in. You see that? It's on the right side. So this is the perfect place for him to poke, because they just see the left side of his turret, and they have a hard shot on that cupola. Because I promised not to say the T word anymore. You see it there? If he was poking around a corner, the opposite, the mirror image of this, if he was poking around a left corner, if you know what I'm trying to say, then the cupola would be exposed. So I think it just happened fortuitously in this game, but it's something to think about when you're trying to choose a position. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's found a Muppet. He's found a Muppet that does not know how to shoot his gun. Now, guys, sometimes there's no words. Oh, the guy did shoot his gun, finally. He's realized, oh, I have a mouse? What do I use my mouse for? What happens if I click this button? Oh, my gun fired. There are Muppets. There are. Like this one here, who has no idea. Oh, my God. I'm watching this live with you guys. Get a better angle there so you can keep him tracked and enter the hull as well. Now he's going to track and do damage. He switched to #1 ammo. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, what I was saying is it's just something to keep in mind when you're trying to choose a position for this tank. Your cupola is on the right side. So try and get in a position where you're only showing the left side of your turret. Okay? That's something to think about. As is the case with the T-125, the gun on this thing is... The American heavy tanks are now all about the gun. It's all about the gun. The gun. The gun. It's not about the armor, really. You have to use the armor correctly, don't get me wrong, but the strength of the American heavies, he's found another Muppet, is the gun. They shoot fast, have great gun handling. Oh, why didn't you just go for the damage? He tracked them. Luckily, the Muppet's just shooting HE back at you. Oh, he shot him right through the dead tank. And the guy's shooting it. Boop. Come on, give it to him. Yeah, you like that? You like it like that, boy? 20. Oh, you've done 29 damage. You shoot him another 183 times, and you'll be able to take him out. It does help when the enemy team is filled with Muppets, but it also helps when your team is filled with at least half of the Muppets, so that you have more damage for yourself. Is what we're witnessing here. But I was saying, yeah, the American tanks now are all about the gun. The Russian tanks are all about the armor as well as the gun. The German heavy tanks are all about the blocking armor. It's interesting. We're learning different things. I don't know if we're learning, but we're illustrating them in this series, and we're just witnessing a fantastic game here. Mr. K3, I'm looking forward to getting this. And I thought I'd show you this game because when we looked at the Russian results, it was dominated by reward tanks. Like, top damage games was all reward tanks. And then you look at the American results, and there's never been a good American reward tank for clan wars. Has there? I can't think of any. This is the first time this AE Phase 1 Tier 9 American Heavy is a reward that you can get simply by playing Steel Hunter or Frontline. Correct me if I'm wrong. This whole video is incorrect if I'm wrong about that. And now he's fighting two... Oh. Let's concentrate here. He's fighting a... Is it a Muppet Leopard? Well... Whoa! He is surrounded! Holy shit, buddy! Who's he going to take out? Let's just concentrate here. This is the first time that there is an American reward tank that I think is worth it. That's really good. That's why I'm showing you this. So... What? No. He's in a crossfire. It is a Muppet Leopard. Whoa! He's bounced it! No, he only took 84 damage from the Oh-Ho Muppet Leopard goes down. RNG says yes. And now he's shaking his turret in glee as he's over 11,000 damage. Even if you take a hit, now just take him out. You didn't even take it. Battle of the Muppets. Beautiful. He got his second mark. Over 11,000 damage. And as I said, one of the first American reward tanks that I think is worth it, because I'm going to say it again. Well, there's two things. It's got pretty good armor, it's got good gun depression, and I'll say it again, it's not a Tuma. Join me tomorrow, guys, where we're going to go through the French tech tree. Is the EBR 105 still broken? Is it going to dominate all the results? Is the Char Futur going to be in there? Oh. Is the Bat Chat going to dominate the damage results? Oh, I just can't wait for tomorrow's video.